for this.
Is she in?
Aye, keep your voice down.
Oh, don't worry. Justice always triumphs in the end.
Sam!
Oh, you have to tempt Providence, wouldn't you?
Sam!
Give it here, give us it here.
You're very quiet. What are you up to?
No, just here, love, you know. Haven't strayed far away, just putting that rubbish in there like you said.
I didn't say, love. I ordered.
That's right, Lotus Blossom. Your wish is my command.
Oh, well, it's taken you long enough. I've peeled £5 of spuds while you've been out here.
Oh, well, I took a bit of time off from nipping here, you know. Wasn't deliberate disobedience, call of nature.
No, aye, all right. We don't want the ins and outs. Here, Stan. I was right, wasn't I? Asking you to chuck it away. Well, I mean, who wants homemade tomato sauce?
You were?
That's what you said it was for, homemade tomato sauce.
Oh, I did it? Oh, I didn't quite catch what you said, you know.
You're scratching your nose again.
Ah, well, it's the flies, love. They settle anyway, and they're nothing sacred.
You were scratching your nose. That means you're lying again.
No, well, it's itching. I can't ever got an itchy conch, can I?
It wasn't for making tomato sauce with, was it?
You don't believe a word I said, do you? You did when we were courting.
Ah, look at me now. Oh, Stan, go on back to work. I don't like everybody seeing the milk float outside all hours of the day. They'll think I'm carrying on with milkman.
Well, they are, aren't you?
Oh, you know what I mean.
Are we all clear?
Aye. Now, cop for this lot. And don't drop it, you have the whole street up. Now, you sure you won't mind?
Who?
Minnie Colwell. I mean, turning her house into a brewery. She's a strong mission, isn't she?
Oh, give your horses a break, lad. I'll think of something.
Look, I tell you what, tell her it's for making tomato sauce.
Oh, no, not tomato. She's not so keen on tomato. Mixed pickles.
Right, Clara. Tea break.
Hey, my back, it gets no better. It's beyond the medical profession altogether. Is it all right using her crockery, Minnie?
Oh, yes, as long as I make it, with being her friend.
Gone abroad with her hobby, had she, this Mrs. Sharples?
Oh, no, her Alfred's passed on.
Oh. You've still got yours, have you?
No, he's passed on and all. Armistead he was, rest his soul.
Aye. R.I.P.
Oh, he had a big band of oak funeral, did Armistead. Boiled ham and everything. He was one of their stalwarts, you know. He was their head tambourine player.
Get away!
Yes, 14 years, and he didn't know a note of music. What about yours?
Oh, Daniel John Thomas. He passed on all right. And took his fancy piece with him. Ran off to London. Oh, he was never any good.
Oh, I blame the woman.
She was welcome. Of course, she'd had a hard life, youngest of a family of 16. I like your brooch.
Oh, thank you.
Not mother of pearl, is it?
Well, imitation. My first lodger gave it to me. To match the diamonds in me eyes, he said. Aye, Sonny Jim used to talk like that. He had the gift of words.
This one's a bit of a case, isn't he?
Charlie? Oh, he's with insurance, you know.
Aye. And a right streak of cabbage water and all.
Oh, well, he's very good-hearted. He never takes advantage.
Oh, sorry to trouble you, love, but I wonder if I could trouble you just for a minute, if it's no trouble.
No, of course, Charlie.
Well, it's like this, you see. I was wondering if, well, that is, if Stan and me, well, you see...
I like your hat.
Eh?
Pork pie, is it?
No, cheese and onion. Could I speak to you privately, you see? It's a favour, like. Personal, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'll follow you out after, Charlie. It's not manners while Mrs. Midgley's supping.
Oh, right. Well, I'll see you back at the house, then.
Hey, it's giving me jip today, I don't know.
Oh, what, you're back?
No, my bunions. Of course, they'll never be right, they've told me that. Specialists.
Oh, dear.
More important than all the money in the world, your health and strength.
Oh, yes, it is.
Have I ever told you about me abdomen?
No, I don't think so. Just your back and your bunions.
They've had student doctors look at me abdomen. They learn of it. What it was, you see, I went to the hospital about these pains in me chest, like a band of iron. And when they come to examine me...
Yes, Mrs. Upton, that you just give the public a lick and a promise today.
All right, just as you like.
And just a little dust round the snug.
Oh, lovely. And I give the select a good bashing yesterday, so that can't want doing.
It doesn't.
Oh, well, I haven't got much to do then today, have I?
Except in here, love. The living room. And I do want you to give this a good, thorough spring clean.
In here?
Yes, we have something in the nature of a VIP honouring us this afternoon.
Oh, you want it doing proper then? I mean, the hands and knees touch, I suppose.
If you please, love, no corners left.
It's not royalty, is it?
Well, I suppose in our little circle she might be classed as such.
Go on.
Actually, it's Mrs. Harvey, the licensee of the Laughing Donkey.
Oh, aye? That's the first pub my Stan was ever barred from.
No.
Yeah, for offering a pint to a Salvation Army lass flogging war cry. Oh, sorry.
Annie, how am I supposed to polish my shoes with no blooming blacking? There's dark tan and cream for Lucille.
And how can you dream of polishing your shoes at all?
Eh?
You have your clean shirt on.
Aye, and my bowling club tie.
They're covered in boot polish, no doubt.
Oh, I see what you mean. I should have done my blacking first, eh?
Thank you. Now, Jack, I suggest that you take that shirt off until this afternoon. Your khaki is quite good enough for cleaning out the cellar.
But I've had that on once, and I remembered I had to wear this, and I took it off. Now I've got to take this one off and put the other flipping one on.
I don't suppose you've time to have your hair cut before 4 o'clock, have you?
No, I haven't.
No. You know, Jack, if I am to become chairman of the Ladies' Licensed Victuallers, it's very important that I should enlist Mrs. Harvey's support.
Ah, it's sunk in. Don't worry. After 12 hours solid chunring about no telts, you've made your point.
And to get that support, love, we must impress her.
Oh, well, you're not doing so bad, are you, considering she's not even here?
And so that I can impress her...
Go on, what are you getting at?
Well, Jack, when she comes, love, you will leave all the talking to me.
Annie, love, you can set your mind at rest. In 28 years of married bliss, when have I had the chance not to?
What do you mean, Charlie? A bit of gear?
Well, it's like a big tank and some bottles and a few odds and ends.
Oh, is it for putting underwater pipes?
Eh?
Well, I think I saw something like that in Mrs. Ogden's backyard yesterday.
Oh, aye, that'll be them, aye. I don't suppose there'll be another set like them.
Well, why won't Mrs. Ogden let him keep it there?
Oh, she will. I mean, well, like, she doesn't mind. Only I thought with me helping him, like, you know, as technical advisor.
Oh, what are you going to make with it?
Pickled onions.
Charlie,
Yes,
you're
ma'am?
telling me fibs.
Oh, no. That was a joke, you see, about the pickled onions. It was a bit of fun between you and me, like.
Well, what is it for, then?
That's a very good question, and since you've asked me, I'll tell you.
And no more fibbing.
Oh, no. It's health tonic kit.
Pardon?
For making health tonic. It cures all sorts. Aches and pains, neuralgia, athlete's foot.
Oh, and would it be good for bad back and bunions and abdomens?
Oh, unbelievable. Specially recommended for all them sort of things.
Oh, well, I think I might have a customer for you. Well, then, of course, if it's for medical purposes, well, it's like a matter of life and death, isn't it?
Oh, right, it is. Aye, you ask Stan Ogden.
Well, then, and if it's for health tonic...
Yes?
Yes. Yes, well, I'll give you permission.
Oh, thanks, love. I'll go and tell Stan.
I'd make quite a good Perry Mason, wouldn't I?
Huh? Oh, just one more thing, love. Don't tell anyone what we're doing. It's a secret.
Why?
Why? Aye, that's another good question. Well, then, it'll surprise everybody when it's finished.
Oh, I see. Right. Cross me off.
Oh, good girl. And when we've made it, you can have the first pint.
Pint?
Eh?
Of health tonic?
Oh, sorry, teaspoon, I meant.
I don't know what the panic's all about. You can do the brewing in my yard, and who's to be the wiser?
Me and Charlie?
You what?
I don't want you to think we don't trust anybody, you know.
Oh, no, I wouldn't think that for a minute, oh.
Oh, I mean, if I make it at my place, he can keep his eye on me.
If you make it at Minnie's place, you can keep your eye on him.
That's right.
And if you do it at my place, no one need keep their eye on anybody.
Be quick, aren't you?
A right load of muckers I've got, haven't I? Hey, up there, what about that? I thought...
I thought it was Jack Walker for a minute.
What is it, wedding or funeral, Jack?
Usual, I think. We don't talk about it. Are you lads all right for the minute?
Ah.
I've not to touch out for fear of mucking my hands. I'll have to pull the pumps with my feet.
Ah, now you see the method in my madness. Now you're lovely and clean for this afternoon.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
Oh, he's a picture.
Ignore them. Just a tiny speck there, love.
Hey, what's that?
It's blood. Who shot Jack Walker?
Oh, dear, it's rouge.
It's off your flipping fingers.
Well, it's your own fault for not keeping still.
Well, it were your fingers. I don't use blooming rouge.
I don't, you know.
And I've given it up.
Now, Jack, dear, what other clean shirts have you got?
Me khaki.
Well, you can't wear that in front of her.
Fair enough. I'll come in my string vest.
Oh, dear. Now, I tell you what to do, love. You keep that one on for now. I will go and iron your cream one. But for goodness sake, Jack, do remember not to take your jacket off, because there is a tear under the armpits.
Hello, Albert.
How do, lads? What's up?
No.
What's up with Easter?
Hey, don't ask me. I've got my own troubles. What are you having?
I'm being asked what I'm having. Nobody offering? Drop a rum, Jack. Drop a...
301 up? Aye, bar's getting a bit crowded, isn't it?
Hey, what have I done?
You were supposed to tell us when Hilda was coming yesterday.
Well, I did do.
Yeah, 5 minutes after she come.
Well, we're none of us perfect. What's going on, any road?
Lads, we're in business.
There's your mum, Albert.
In business doing what?
Oh, mind you, she gave me a bit of a third degree. but I
Yeah,
don't-
right. Remember where you are, lad.
Oh, aye.
Black and tan, Charlie?
No, thanks.
No.
Oh, no, it doesn't interest me, boozing. It's funny, never has that.
Come on, sharpish.
Jack, what's the big mystery, do you know?
Oh, you know them. It could be anything from making their own £5 notes to making their own beer.
Jack, love, I'm very much afraid you'll have to keep your shirt cuffs rolled up. I've inadvertently scorched one of them.
Ah, look, Annie, love. Go and get your head down for half an hour and rest your nerves.
The pronunciation, love, is head.
Eh?
Head, with a capital H. You said Ed. Anyhow, we've left it too late for elocution lessons.
What's up with her?
It happens to be private, Mr. Tatlock.
Oh, nobody ever tells me notes.
I don't think she'll care much how I talk, love. Bearing in mind that by the time you're finished with me, I'll be sitting down to afternoon tea with note on.
Jack!
Oh, all right.
Who is it?
It's all right, love, it's only us.
Oh, I won't be a minute. I'm just changing your bolster.
You know, all my life I've wondered what my ambition was. Lying there at night wondering.
Now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
It's like a blinding passion, isn't it?
Oh, you know, we could travel the globe spreading the good word.
No, I don't think we should do that, mate. No, the favourite thing is to keep it in the family.
Hey, we can't use Minnie's gas stove.
Why not?
Oh, she watches her meter like some folks watch television. No, she's dead careful about gas.
I've got an old Primus in the yard somewhere. It must be about the first one ever made. I think I'll bring it round after.
How was it? Best bitter, brothers?
As bitter as you can make it.
Oh, I like Elf Tonic to be nice and sweet. If it's bitter, you have to have a toffee after it.
Health tonic.
Yes, like tomato sauce and pickled onions. It must be sweet.
Pickled onions aren't, Charlie.
No, it's all right, love. I think they understand what I mean, I hope.
Oh, aye, yeah, nice and sweet health tonic. Yeah,
When will it be ready?
Oh, sometime yet, love. You know, there's a boiling and a mashing and a couple of weeks. Eh?
Yeah, and the priming and the bottling. Be very careful when we bottle, love. If it starts bubbling and frothing, take cover.
Well, what could it do to me?
Explode.
As any good health tonic will.
Right, Jack. That's it. 3 o'clock, 0.
I thought you were coming at 4.
3 o'clock closing time throughout the length and breadth of the land as laid down by the licensing laws at present in force.
Well, what do you want me to do now? Shout time and chuck all these customers out?
Now, don't be contrary, not in your new waistcoat. You go and lock up.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I've got a full hour for a lovely hot bubble bath.
Sorry, we're closed.
And then I'll put my face on, and then I'll do my crowning glory.
Try again at 5 o'clock. Oh, hold on.
Never mind, hold on, Jack. If that's Len Fairclough and his cronies up to their tricks, we're not having them in. You can go and whistle. Try the back door of the Flying Horse.
We'll soon see.
Mrs. Harvey.
Hello, Anne.
Oh, you've taken me completely by surprise.
Jackie, well, how are you?
Jackie.
Hello, Nellie, love. Still as bonny as ever, eh?
Flatterer. Honestly, you can keep your David Nivens.
Jack, I didn't know that you and Mrs. Harvey, you never mentioned, I didn't know that you
Oh,
and Jack-
indeed, yes. We're old dancing partners, aren't we, Jackie?
Yes.
Ah, when was it? Oh, Licensed Victualler's Ball, year before last.
3 St. Bernard waltzes in a row. Oh, and doesn't he look smart? Yes, but then he always looks smart, your husband.
I must apologise for my appearance, Mrs. Harvey, but you've taken me rather by surprise. I mean, I'm never so déshabillé at 3 in the afternoon.
Oh,
but...
well, I'm sorry I'm early, and I should have let you
That's
know.
all right, love, don't you fret.
But I thought you might like to look over the Ladies' Committee's recommendations on cold buffet catering.
Oh, yes, indeed. Any help I can give to the committee in
Mind
any
you, if
way,
I'd
I'm
known that
only
my
too
Jackie was
pleased.
going to be here, I'd have brought me dancing thumps. Shall we go through?
Ah, straight through the glass doors into the Paladie dance.
Cheeky. Oh, honestly, you can keep your Lionel Blairs. Oh, I did have a good
Hey,
time.
Nellie, love, do you remember that fellow?
Can I come in, Stan?
Sounds as though you are.
Oh, I was looking for Stan.
Aren't we all? Are you any good at rhubarb pie?
Making it or scoffing it?
Making it?
No.
No, me neither. Is that what I can do for you?
Well, it's a bit on the difficult side, like, but is he with Len and Charlie?
It has been known.
Well, I don't quite know how to put this, but is there something I should know about but don't, and if there is, why don't I?
How do you mean, love?
Well, they're not letting on, are they?
What about?
Well, whatever it is they're doing.
Hey, do you know what it's all about?
What?
All this carrying on and creeping about and whispering.
Hi, and that big tin that went in the backyard yesterday with your sock on it.
That's it.
Well,
Well, what?
what's it all about?
Oh, that's what I'm asking you.
No, love, no, it's me. I'm asking you. Well, look, have you got any idea where they'll be?
Oh, we'll try Len's yard.
Well, I've been there.
Oh, Minnie Colwell's then.
Right, and if you're out, you'll keep in touch.
Aye, you and all.
Right-o. Oh, you've got a bit of pastry in your hair.
Throw tar. It's good for dandruff.
Right, lads, action stations. Here we go. Best bitter. Fill boiler with 2 gallons of water and bring up to 150 degrees Fahrenheit for 4 hours. Add 2 pounds of crushed crystal malt.
Here, hold on.
What?
2 gallons? We could have supped that lot while we're putting the gas on.
Well, how much do you want? A hog's head, a kiddikin, or a pin?
Sorry you spoke now, aren't you?
Strain off, add 1.5 ounces of hops.
It's all right, front door's locked.
Hello, Minnie!
It's the dreaded Albert shouting through the letterbox.
Minnie, can I see you for a minute? Is Charlie in?
There's no one in.
1.5 ounces of hops, and a teaspoonful salt, and boil for an hour.
An hour? Oh, I'll never last out. I'll have signed the pledge by the time we get us tops around this lot.
Strain again and add 1 pound tin golden syrup.
If you say we can't eat tin, I'll thump you.
Allow to cool to 65 degrees and add 1 ounce brewer's yeast. Ferment for 4 days.
Oh, for crying out loud. 4, huh?
You know it's thirsty work this reading, isn't it?
Thirsty work listening to you, mate. Have you got anything in?
Hang on.
Right,
Come on, 4 days. It's got to be that.
Can give you a side with this thing.
Here we are.
Oh, no.
Instant beer.
It's up that lot, wouldn't it?
Pour down your cake hole for 4 days and allow to ferment.
Well, you cheeky beggar.
What?
The poor man's MI5. Bending the window with his little flat hoot and he looks like a pale-faced Zulu.
Right. Ferment for 4 days and not more than 70 degrees. Right, Charlie, get this some water in there, will you?
Cold?
No, hot. Oh, thanks for the start.
It was semi-finals, and it was up to me, you see, till the fellas would nearly sitting on top at Jack. Do you see much crown green bowling?
Well, no, but I can picture it. Go on.
So I said to myself, Jack, I said, big match temperament. That's what you need. It's either him or thee.
Or you. Pardon? Him or you. Jack accidentally said or thee. You know, dear, I'm sure Mrs. Harvey isn't interested in your bowling exploits.
Well, go on. What happened?
Well, I said, oh, well, if I win, all well and good. And if I lose, well, it's only another cup less round it to polish.
Honestly. Oh, he's a comic, isn't he? You can keep all your Jimmy Tarbuck.
You know, Mrs. Harvey, on reflection, I rather veer to the opinion that point 2 should be emphasised more forcibly. That is, if you concur, of course.
Point 2
I mean,
of
with
what,
your
love?
experience. Oh, the committee's recommendations on buffet catering. You see, from my knowledge of the trade,
Well, come on, don't keep me in suspense. Who won?
I did. Mind you, the sun was in my eyes when I did it.
Oh, go on. Congratulations. Oh, I do like a man to be active.
Yes, well, of course, one has to encourage them. Now, point 2, in accordance with the Food and Drug Acts, which, of course...
Now, my Arthur, you know, is different again. Can I get him out of that armchair? Do you know, I think the only exercise he ever gets is driving to the Rotary meetings once a month.
A little more strawberry flan, Mrs. Harvey. It is homemade.
Well, what about the master of the house?
Hey?
A little more for you, Jackie, or do you athletes have to keep in strict training?
Well, actually, Jack hasn't got a sweet tooth. Do you know he wouldn't care if he never saw another cake or strawberry?
I'll risk it. You know what they say? The old woman forced a pig and it died.
Yeah. Help yourself, Jackie, dear.
Well, there must be summit. What week door locked and curtains drawn?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to give any forthcoming information.
And why aren't you?
It's a secret.
Well, you're only telling me. I'm nobody.
No, I'm sorry, I've given my word. Oh, I've done that bit, Clara.
My mistake.
I'd tell them if I were doing out. Why not? I never do out, but if I did, I'd tell them.
Excuse me, Mrs. Midgley, but have you seen... Oh, you're here, Mrs. Caldwell. I couldn't obtain any answer at your house. You're not cleaning, are you?
Well, she's just giving me a hand, what with my knee going.
Your knee?
Turns to water at the slightest pressure. There's nothing they can do.
Well, I'd rather be busy than just sitting, and I thought it would please Ena.
I see. Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Tatlock.
I wondered if you'd get round to me. But you needn't bother, because I don't matter.
Mrs. Caldwell, if I might impose upon you, Mrs. Sharple's undergarments have arrived as per order, and I thought perhaps you'd take charge of them, as it were.
Oh, yes, of course, with pleasure.
And there's also this one, the foundation she required with the extra boning. Perhaps if I might show you the washing instructions in private. They are printed in English, French and German.
Oh, yes, well, we'll take it round to my house.
Right, I'll come with you. Yeah, give them here, love it. It'll save you carrying them.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Tatlock. It's most gentlemanly.
Come on.
He's a shrewd one, isn't he? He's got an old head on him.
Isn't there anything else we can shove in it while we're at it?
Like what, for instance?
Oh, something will give it some hammer. A couple of bottles of whiskey.
You know, I could work up a beer round him time, couldn't I? A beer delivery service, eh? 100 bottles on me milk bag and all painted white. The day they'd never know.
We could retire in 6 months.
We could live on a little houseboat down at Burton-on-Trent. Then we'd be handy for raw materials.
All of you?
Quick, under the table.
You can't put that thing under the table. She'll get killed blades every time she...
Stand in front of it, then. Stand in front of it.
Oh, I'm sorry to disturb you, boy. Good afternoon.
Hello, lads. Are you busy?
Oh, so, you know.
Well, what you doing?
Oh, this and that.
Oh, will you go into the parlour, Miss Newton? I'll take those, Mr. Tatlock.
Oh, that's interesting.
How are you doing?
My father was quite an expert at beer making. Well, just beetroot beer and parsnip stout, that sort of thing. Of course, I was of tender years at the time. More an American cream soda fiend.
Yeah, well, of course, we're making health tonic. This is an old book of Charlie's.
Oh, I do apologize. Please forgive me.
Quick, where's the glue? Let's get it stuck together again.
Hey, you won't let on, will you?
Ah, what difference does it make? I mean, who doesn't know now, apart from them behind the iron curtain?
Hilda.
Oh, well, I won't say a dicky bird.
Thanks, Albert.
One, it'll cost you a bob or two.
Huh?
Till you get me some ready-made rum. But until that time, I'm on a double.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Well, thanks ever so much, Jack. And you too, Anne. Oh, I have enjoyed myself.
No, not at all. You must pop round sometime again. When the committee elections are over, of course. Naturally, I don't expect to serve the committee.
You know, I always think it's a great pity that we can't have men on the ladies' committee. Ooh, you're Arthur. Well, I mean, as chairman, honestly, you can keep all your Eamon Andrewses.
Of course, if ever I had the honour of being elected to the committee, which I don't imagine for one moment I should...
Well, you better start then, Anne.
Pardon?
Imagining that you will, if I have my way, which I will, you'll be elected chairman.
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't believe it. Nothing was further from...
I'll have a word with the girls. I usually see to it that they're guided by me.
Oh, Mrs. Harvey, Nellie, if I am put on the committee, I'll
I'll see you at the next exec meeting then. Bye-bye, Jackie. Stay as sweet as you are.
Cheerio, love, and just be good now.
Goodbye, Mrs. Harvey, and thank you.
Well, chairman at Lady Victualler's, eh?
So it seems.
So you see, you'd no need to worry after all, had you?
Seems I was wrong, doesn't it, about you and Mr. and Mrs. Wilson?
Eh?
No, Jack, if it hadn't been for you, I'd been nobody today, let alone the chairman-elect herself.
Oh, get away,
No, I mean it, Jack. My eyes have been opened today. You're wasted on me, Jack Walker.
Yeah.
I'm unworthy of you. Oh, yes, love. In your time, you've had Clara Townley at your feet, and Nellie Harvey, and heaven only knows what other unknown admirers. And you picked on me.
Well, as Nellie Harvey would say, you can keep your Elizabeth Taylors. What you doing, love?
Well, this one's going to have a big brother when you win the Presidential Cup. And I'm going to give it a good polishing.
It doesn't need it. It's clean.
That's got nothing to do with it.